look into some old Disney stuff. And one of the things that Disney was going to put into their Haunted Mansion, but decided not to because it was a bit too scary, was something called Waxman. You can look it up. It's a pretty neat thing. I might include a picture here. Anyway, so I'm going to do sort of my own version of Waxman. So this is just sort of starting out. So I mounted the skeleton down to the base with some plumber's tape, which is that metal with all the holes in it, and a couple brackets. Nice thing about most of that, since what the overall look is going to be is totally dripping with wax, like a lot more than what you see right now. This is a stay-in-pose skeleton here, and I've locked off all the joints with a couple screws and an awful lot of glue, hot gun glue. And then I started doing some, see what the liquid latex would look like first. So that's what this sort of yellow stuff is. And I did that mostly to kind of get a feel for how it drips. So that's how that goes there. So then I decided, okay, well, liquid latex is pretty messy, but I'm going to definitely do that as sort of my final coat on everything. But I'm going to do this a lot with this with hot glue. So I attached some strings for obvious kind of pour section. This is just sort of a nylon string. Attached that via hot glue and then started dripping the glue from the glue gun onto these strings, which gives it a good drippy look. Anyway, it's got lots more sessions to go insofar as, you know, building up layer upon layer to get that, you know, look of something, you know, dumped a large amount of wax on it. And hopefully I'll be able to get rid of this supporting structure. Now, you might be asking, why am I using a combination of hot glue and liquid latex? Well, the hot glue, for instance, this is where at least one of the candles is going to go, builds up a lot better. More candles are going to go on the top of his head, one on his shoulder joint. Not sure where other ones will go, but so I can build it up better. I like to use the liquid latex because I'm using it in sort of a drizzle kind of way, and you really get to see how it actually drizzles as opposed to you faking it with a hot gun. These little string things I'm getting rid of periodically by hitting it with a heat gun, and that pretty much melts and makes these little strings go away as a result of the glue gun. So there it is so far, and he's grown. I've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 LED tapers. They're held on by little cardboard tubes, which I just hot glued to the skeleton, and then started adding layer upon layer upon layer upon layer of hot glue and latex. Even did his back. So with luck, this guy's going to stand up to being viewed at near any angle, I hope. Added on a couple more layers of the old latex. I'm thinking I might be close to being done. I think so. It's looking pretty crazy there. Might do like a black wash. Try to highlight some of the gloppy and the gloopy. Feels weird. It's the latex again. So, here's Mr. Candleman. Got him on a slow, different color light, fading different colors on him. Might see one of those candles not all the way in. Gotta trim away a little bit of the wax and latex that is in that tube to get all the way down. So trying to get further back without falling off my deck. But I think he stands up to pretty close attention and looks pretty creepy. We'll do one more pass once it's fully dark outside here. Okay, so about as dark as it's going to get. So I'm just going to let it run through the colors here. Of course, the position of the light can be changed easily enough. And that is Candleman. Or Waxman, excuse me. I think it looks pretty damn good. Not bad for, let's see here, I started this project, what, a week and a half ago. And certainly, you know, a couple days I didn't even work on it at all. So, total time, I'd say, I don't know, 15 hours, somewhere in there.